This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Click It or Ticket. Today on Film Riot, we're doing more male sackery, more Monday challenge, and 2 good announcements. Welcome to Film Riot Mondays. I'm really excited about today's episode. We got 2 pretty cool announcements. I'm excited about the next Monday challenge. I'm just a ball of excitement. If I were yarn and you were a kitten, you would play with me. It doesn't make any sense, but I think you know what I'm talking about. First episode up, when is Tell coming on YouTube? It's very fortuitous that you would ask this question, though I guess this question does get asked up pretty much on a daily basis. But this is actually one of the 2 announcements I was talking about. Tell finally, thank God, has a release date, and that is May 23rd at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. It will be released onto my Trying Films YouTube page right here, so jump over and subscribe so you don't miss it. I am so excited that this is finally done and ready to be released out into the world. And also, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I already announced it on Twitter, and I'm going to be announcing some cool little giveaways that we're going to do that's going to coincide with the release of the film. So follow me over there if you want to be a part of that. But thank you guys for all your excitement about the film. It's got me all jacked up, but I'm fine. I just want this to get out into the world. Just go Tell. It's taken forever. It's been all favors and 0 budget, so the amount of time that it took to get this thing done is just ridiculous. Since I worked on it maybe 1 night a week for the past, 6 months, so it's been a real pain. But a labor of love, if you will. Hopefully you guys like it. So again, Trying Films YouTube page, May 23rd, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Very excited. Hey there, R-Man. Regarding high winds and recording, would you recommend doing ADR if the winds are getting into the mic too much? I have a dead cat windstock, but it's still too much for the Rode mic. You can also get something like a Zeppelin to wrap around the mic to try to cut the wind down even more. Production sound usually ends up being best in indie films since, most of us aren't perfect at every avenue that goes into filmmaking. And it seems like in indie films, audio is the one thing that seems to struggle the most. ADR is definitely a must. If the wind's hitting it constantly, that's just going to be horribly distracting. So I would definitely, at that point, just ADR the whole thing. But spend a lot of time on the ADR. Remember, the audio is really like 70% of your production. If the audio is crap, nobody's gonna pay attention. What is the key to good cinematography? There isn't a single key to good cinematography. There's a ton of things. Obviously lighting, but that doesn't necessarily mean artificial light. You could use the sun and a reflector and still get fantastic lighting. Really, it's about positioning. Positioning of the light, positioning of the actor, positioning of your background, and the positioning of the camera, and even your lens. How much you zoomed in, zoomed out, what's in focus, not in focus, is the camera moving, is it not? There's a ton of key factors that go into good cinematography. It's not just one thing of, hey, pretty light and good color correction, because post does come into it in a huge, huge way. Your color correction is gonna make your cinematography sing or suck. Of course, great color correction comes from great cinematography, but there's really no one thing. It is a plethora of things to make one. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, even what your actor is wearing as opposed to the color of your background, how busy your background is, and so on. There's a lot to keep in mind. So just don't skimp on anything. Think of what everything's doing in your scene and try to make sure everything is pointing towards telling your story, and that's gonna lead you to getting a really great shot. In an effort to save more lives on America's roadways, state and local law enforcement agencies will be out in force nationwide from May 21st to June 3rd, 2012, teaming up to crack down on motorists who are not buckling up. In 2010, of the 22,187 passenger vehicle occupants who were killed in a motor vehicle crash nationwide, 51% were not wearing their seatbelts at the time of their fatal crash, which is just insanity. There was no reason for those deaths. And I love you guys. If I find out that you died just because you didn't buckle up, I'm gonna learn voodoo, raise you from the dead, and then kill you myself. That's fair, right? Because that's pretty stupid. All you gotta do is this motion. It's kind of even working out. You'll get more guns just by buckling up. So, buckle up every time you go out, both day and night. Law enforcement agencies across the country are prepared to ticket anyone not buckled up without any warning. So, there are no excuses. Click it or ticket. Another Monday, another challenge. This time is the cloning effect, which I knew was going to be a lot of fun, and I was not wrong. You guys delivered in a big way. A lot of the effects look really, really great. I wish we could show so many more than we can, but we only have so much time. So now I'm sure you're very curious to see if you made it or not. So without further ado,
Ivor, goes right right through me.
What's up, clone? Hey, what's up, man? Well, anyway, we don't have to worry about it being an evil clone.
Oh, thank God you're here. I'm gonna need some help. I hate you so much.
Damn it! Hey, Mom. Hey, you good?
Hello.
Oh, welcome to the world.
Have you picked your name yet? Don't worry about the lights. He blows the fuses every time he's making a new clone. He'll keep making new ones though until one of us agrees to unclog his toilet.
Hey, Aiden.
Hey, have you seen the plunger? Don't tell Dad.
Again, great job. I applaud you all. I wish we could show them all, but I can't. But I always have a lot of fun going through all of them. Now, your next challenge is going to be the 3-point lighting setup. Basically, what we want you guys to do is set up a scene where you're using and show that you completely understand the 3-point lighting setup. Now, there's a ton of different ways to use this, so do it however you want. But the fun part is I'm writing the script for you guys to perform. It's going to be very nonsensical and weird, I'm sure, knowing, you know, all the crap that I write. But basically, you just gotta do the 3-point lighting setup and perform the script. I think this one's gonna be a lot of fun. Those who do it the best and deliver the best image are going to make it onto the show, which, once you're done, of course, it's Monday challenge. So you just wanna do 3-point lighting? All right, Monday challenge, 3-point lighting. Your deadline, as always, is Friday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And remember, only send it to either Bruno's Twitter or Bruno's Facebook. Don't send it to both, just send it once to one of those places. We get every single video. You don't have to worry about sending it over and over again. We're making sure no one's getting left through the cracks. We even double back over YouTube and search for them to make sure nobody gets left behind. We want everybody to have a chance at this because it's just a lot of fun to watch them too. But here's a really, really cool announcement with what we're doing with Monday Challenge going forward. At the end of every month, we decided that we're gonna start doing a giveaway. So basically, we're calling it the best of the month. So once the end of a month hits, we're gonna look back on all the videos that were submitted during that month, and we're gonna pick what we thought was the best of the month, and that person or 3 people, depending on what we're gonna give away. Sometimes we'll have bigger prizes, sometimes we'll have a couple prizes. I think the first thing we're gonna give away is Blu-rays, which we'll probably do about 3 of them. So we're gonna pick the 3 best, and we're gonna give away some of my favorite movies on Blu-ray. And then after that, I'm talking to some companies, and hopefully we're gonna get you guys some really freaking cool prizes. So not only are you getting your stuff seen and you're getting motivation to practice like we get to every week thanks to you guys, but also we're gonna try to get you guys cool prizes to go along with it. So that's a lot of incentive. That's a lot of, come on, right? I wish I could do Monday Challenge, kinda, sorta, but we can't. We're disqualified. Anyway, get to work on the next. Wow. I gotta say, I am freaking loving the Monday Challenge. This was such a great idea. Being able to interact with you guys on a weekly basis like this and seeing you guys' work and being able to display you guys' work and sort of giving back to you guys being so awesome and supporting us for so long is just, I freaking love it. I don't want to say I definitely like Monday episodes more than Thursdays now. I don't know. I think they're different. I think they're equal. Equal love for both of them. I just love Monday Challenge. But that's it for this episode, which means it's time for my short film suggestion of the week. This week's short film comes from Dan Trachtenberg, which is one of Revision 3's very own hosts, one of the 3 hosts of the Totally Rad show. And this film is based off the Portal universe. And if there was going to be a feature film based off this video game, this is exactly how it should be. I think he nailed the tone and pacing of this thing. The cinematography is great, the visual effects are great, and actually he was able to use his short film to land himself his first feature film picture deal with Universal, which is amazing. And once you see the short film, you'll see why. He's a fantastic director. It is a great short film, so definitely check that out if you haven't seen it yet, right here. But that's it for this episode. I'll see you guys next week, but until then, you can follow me on Twitter, and be safe, and watch some good movies.